1 million illegals expected this year. Nancy want fix border, Trump destroys her. American is facing one of the biggest disasters with 1 million illegal immigrants expected to cross our border this year, but Nancy Pelosi doesn't see it that way. While speaking about the hard-won freedom our World War II veterans sacrificed for, Pelosi said part of that freedom is for welcoming people to our country and that we cannot close the door. Well, President Donald Trump just destroyed her deluded border plans. You'll love this. More than 132,000 apprehensions were made in May by U.S. Border Patrol on the southern border. This is a two-decade record high for illegal immigration at the U.S. Mexico border in May, reported Breitbart. U.S. Customs and Border Protection warns of the full-blown emergency at the U.S. Mexico border. The numbers of illegals detained so far in 2019 mean we are on track to see 1 million migrants this year alone. Prince Policy Advisors projects that for the calendar year 2019, more than 1 million border apprehensions will be conducted at the U.S.-Mexico border, indicating that more than 1 million illegal aliens will be caught attempting to enter the country, Breitbart added. So what is Congress doing? Nothing. Yesterday, Nancy Pelosi decided to weigh in on immigration, and the speaker is in fantasy land. The biggest disaster ever is on its way at the border, and she's saying we can't close the door or we won't be the country that leads the world. MSNBC's Andrea Mitchell reports spoke with Pelosi about D-Day, however, the speaker worked the immigration situation into her remarks. We always have to be optimistic and positive because what they did was so monumental and enables us to have our debates and differences of opinion, said Pelosi while talking about World War II veterans. But we do have to remember the values that freedom isn't free. So, and part of that freedom is who we are as Americans. And who we are as Americans, no one said it better than Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan had the biggest voice for welcoming people to our country and that we cannot close the door or else we won't be the country that leads the world, concluded Pelosi. It's no secret the far leftists in the Democratic Party are for abolishing ICE and ultimately for open borders. In fact, our borders are so compromised with over 100,000 detained in 1 month, Border Patrol officials say they can't handle it. We are bursting at the seams, AC. President Trump is making sure Americans know this is on the Democrats. They hold the House of Representatives, and Nancy Pelosi as Speaker couldn't care less about the disaster at the border. They want change. They won't do anything, Trump said. They want free immigration to pour into our country. They don't care who it is. The president commented on the ongoing effort to stop the migrant crisis as he left the airport in Ireland for the 75th anniversary commemoration of D-Day. Trump was angered by Democrats refusing to act to change the laws fueling the flood of migrants trying to claim asylum in the United States. They just want it to do badly, Trump said. The worse it does, the happier they are. Trump said Democrats were trying to ride it out until after the next election. So that's the way it is, and, I guess, that's the way it'll be until after the election, he said. It's a disgrace. Trump signaled optimism that Mexico would do more to address the crisis after he threatened economic tariffs on products. They've been making an absolute fortune on the United States, Trump said about Mexico. They have to step up, and they have to step up to the plate, and perhaps they will. We're going to see. They can solve the problem. Let's face it. President Trump is doing all he can. He has said if the Democrats wanted to fix this they could do it in 15 minutes. And as Americans, you have to ask yourself, why are they so adamant about keeping the borders open? The Democrats can't win elections with honest Americans. They have become a fringe party playing identity politics. They can't do better on the economy than Trump, or on foreign affairs. All they have are issues which they ratchet up. Racism, LGBTQ, climate change, and abortion. They need the incoming migrants to become potential voters. They are globalists getting funded by George Soros' Open Society, and they don't hide their goals, which is no borders worldwide. True Americans reject everything they stand for, and that's why we need to stand with Trump. President Trump is the only thing standing between America becoming another sad socialistic state. Let's do all we can to make sure he can continue to stem the tide of these far-left radicals by getting Trump re-elected in 2020.